Chances are you've heard about the plane with the spiral staircase in first class. The plane with the 2 wide aisles and the 3 widescreen movies and the 8-foot ceilings in economy. And chances are you've wondered, who's going to get this incredible bird off the ground? Now you know. PanAm will bring you the world's first 747. PanAm will bring you the plane with all the room in the world before you know it.
I gotta be honest, this is a hard video to make, because hands down without exception, the 747 has been my favorite aircraft since the first one rolled out of the factory when I was merely a lad of 5 years old. And as a matter of fact, I think the 747 is the greatest aircraft ever created, and there is no close second. And don't dare try and say, yeah, but Airbus, because I will not hear any of that noise. The 747 truly is, was, and will forever be the queen of the skies. However, all queens eventually pass, and sadly, the mighty Boeing 747 is no different. Greetings everybody, Maximus here. I hope you're all doing well, wherever you may be all around this great big world of ours. Hey, if you're new to the channel or haven't gotten around to subscribing yet, I'd love to have you as part of the Maximus family, so please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up too. Well, the last Boeing 747 ever to be manufactured will be delivered in October to Atlas Air, bringing the curtain down on the production of the world's most iconic commercial jet. The last 747, a Dash 8 freighter, is the 1,574th built of a production run that has spanned over 55 years. Atlas Air, the world's largest operator of the 747, has 57 of the jumbo jets, 52 freighters, and 5 of the passenger configuration. The last 747-8 freighter will not only be Atlas Air's last 747, but also the last 747 to roll off of Boeing's production line. New York-based Atlas Air said it expects the 3 remaining 747-8 freighters to be delivered by the end of the year. The trio of jets will be the final standard 747 deliveries on Boeing's order books. Of the last ever 747 deliveries, Atlas Air said in a statement, "Acquiring these wide-body freighters underscores our confidence in the demand for international air freight capacity, particularly in express, e-commerce, and fast-growing global markets, and will drive strong returns for Atlas in the years ahead." After the last Atlas deliveries, whether they are in October or December, the only 747s left to be delivered will be the 2 heavily modified already built 747s for the U.S. government to replace the current Air Force One jets. Of the sad finality of the historic Queen of the Skies, Boeing Commercial Airplanes Chief Executive Officer Stan Deal said, "Atlas Air began operations 28 years ago with a single 747. And it's fitting that they should receive the last 747 production airplanes, ensuring that the Queen of the Skies plays a significant role in the global air cargo market for decades to come." Ironically, the 747 wasn't supposed to carry passengers for very many years, as the world was focused on supersonic travel with the Boeing SST and the Concorde. At the time, the 747 was considered only an interim solution before the world's air routes were taken over by supersonics. But fortunately, Boeing had appointed Joe Sutter, a brilliant young designer, to the project, and he would become one of the, if not the father, of the classic jet age to come. But Sutter was extremely modest about his role in the creation of the greatest jet the world has ever known. Sutter said in the 2009 interview, "I was the only qualified person available. All the smart guys, Maynard, Pinnell, Bill Cook, Bob Washington, and many others, were all tied up on the SST, while Jack Steiner was heading the 737 programs." The 747 was designed at the outset to be a freighter, as everyone thought the 747 would be relegated to cargo routes. That's what Boeing's marketing people thought. They estimated we'd probably sell 50 or so 747s for passenger use, Sutter said. But the 747 was the mass travel dream of Pan American World Airways founder Juan Trippe and Boeing chief Bill Allen. It's impossible to find anyone who recalls if there was a definitive business plan for the 747. But traffic was booming for the airline industry, which had enjoyed growth of 15% a year through the early 1960s as passengers flocked to jet aircraft. As Geoffrey Thomas of AirlineRatings.com put it in a recent article, Juan Trippe was a man on a mission. He wanted to make travel affordable for everyone, and he believed that the 747 with the new high bypass turbofan engines could do just that. PanAm was a launch customer ordering 25 747s, but most airlines were terrified of the jumbo size. Still, Qantas ordered 4, while British Airways ordered 6, and many airlines just ordered 2 or 3 just to stay in the jumbo race. And the rest, as they say, is history. But as more efficient twin-engine wide-body jets came along in the decades that followed, the gas-guzzling 4-engine 747 days were numbered. Then finally, after the pandemic shuttered airlines worldwide, most 747s were retired and put out to pasture for parts. But the 747 won't disappear from the skies anytime soon, as they have become the perfect workhorse for freight carriers the world over. And Atlas Air still uses 5-passenger versions of the Queen for charter flights. But as News.com Australia recently put it, the chances of flying as a passenger on board a 747 are rapidly dwindling. Most major international airlines have ditched the planes altogether, while hundreds are parked in American deserts awaiting their time to be devoured for parts. Of the big passenger carriers, few still have the jumbo in their fleets these days, but you can still find them if you look hard enough. Air China, Germany's Lufthansa, Korean Air, and Korea's Asiana still use the Queen of the Skies to carry passengers. So if you're flying to Beijing, Shanghai, Frankfurt, or Seoul, you might still catch a ride on a 747. But if you're headed anywhere else, sadly, you're probably out of luck. So as they say, all good things come to an end. But some endings are much sadder than others. Are you like me? Are you gonna miss the Queen? Of course you are. So why don't you share some of your 747 stories with me and let me know down below. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for now. Hey, if you like the work we do here on the channel, could you do me a favor and give it a like? Likes go a long way to help us promote videos and get them into the algorithm so it will be recommended to other viewers as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, share, and ring the bell. And remember, leave the rubber on the runway and your troubles on the ground. And I will see you next time in the air. Yeah, this is Maximus.